This Friday morning on RaiderRise, Gen Z is pushing for a change, using the internet for their advantage, organizing protests, and speaking out against corruption.
In Japan, history may be in the making. A bold politician is on track to become the country's first female prime minister.
Across the globe, fans are stepping into the spotlight, literally. A new Taylor Swift pop-up is turning her latest album into a livable experience. Next celebration brought light to the Gulliver campus.
And a look into the heart of tradition. This past Wednesday, Italian-American culture was celebrated on campus.
All that and more
on RaiderRise.
Good morning, Raiders. I'm Dominic Price.
And I'm Elisa Sr., and welcome to the 4th episode of RaiderRise.
For our first story, a global movement has been rising from the screens to the streets. Around the world, Gen Z has been using the internet for a push to change, turning likes and shares into activism. In Lima, Peru, students and workers have been speaking out against controversial pension laws that are unfair and corrupt. 19-year-old Wilde Lozano is one of them, fighting for a country that is free of corruption. Even after receiving hate messages, he refuses to stay silent. Law student Isabel Severa says her political journey began on the streets when she was a teenager, and now, despite feeling ignored by lawmakers, she uses her voice louder than ever. While safety concerns have kept some from protesting, Gen Z isn't backing down. Instead, they're turning up the social media to organize, amplify, and demand change. For this generation, activism doesn't pause for fear. It posts, shares, and keeps going.
From activism to political firsts, big news is coming out of Japan, where history could soon be made. Sanae Taikichi, a well-known conservative politician, is gaining major support to lead the country's ruling party. If she wins the upcoming vote, she'll become Japan's first ever female prime minister. Taikichi says she's ready to shake things up, putting the spotlight on the economy, national defense, and breaking away from old political traditions. With the vote approaching, the country and the world are watching closely.
Meanwhile, on the West Coast, a new pop-up has arrived. A promotion for Taylor Swift's new album, Life as a Showgirl, has partnered with TikTok, allowing fans to fully immerse themselves in the album, bringing them the opportunity to live, breathe, and feel what it's like to be in the life of a showgirl. Fans are able to take photos, get merchandise, and so much more. It's clear that Taylor is going all out for the new album, indicating the start of a brand new era.
Back at Gulliver, this week, the campus came alive with color, culture, and community as the students celebrated Diwali. From glowing diyas to spicy samosas, the event blended two vibrant traditions into one unforgettable evening. Students learned about Indian culture and got to experience a special celebration. There was music, lights, and laughter as the culture shined through food, dance, and storytelling. It was a celebration of heritage, harmony, and togetherness.
From vibrant Indian traditions and Italian heritage, culture continues to bring the community together. Students also have the chance to experience another celebration here on campus. The American Italian Village represents the blend of Italian heritage and American life. These villages reflect romanticized memory of Italy, creating tight-knit communities rich in culture. This past Wednesday, the culture was brought to the Gulliver to be celebrated by students. Students got to explore celebrations and learn what the different transitions. They tried new foods, learned about family, faith, and festivals that are specific to Italian culture. Whether through architect, cuisine, or celebration, the Italian culture shined through the campus. Just a few miles away, the rich flavor of Cuba is coming to life in a small family-owned restaurant served by more great food.
That's right, Dom. And Olivia Sartworth takes us inside the kitchen where the family recipes are at the heart of every dish.
We're about ready to go right there.
Among the tropics, Royd at Gateway's Farms is serving up a little more than just Cuban cuisine.
We tried to create a place that from the minute you walk in that door, you have that feeling.
27 years ago, Royd and his wife Maribel founded Royd's at Gateway Farms. Most recently, they've opened a restaurant to share a taste of their heritage.
Tienen esa esencia cubana, siempre tienen esa tendencia de la amabilidad.
And these family values were passed down by an important member of Royd's family.
Cuban culture is, spending time with the whole family all together. And his grandmother, late grandmother, we're always talking about certain fruits and growing up and certain farming.
My grandmother and my mother are refugees. They come from a very humble background. So we keep farming very close to us.
And he shares this family tradition with his community.
You have to remember where you came from. And people can feel the family. People can feel the community. People can feel the agriculture. People can appreciate that somebody actually took care to do something different. This is just paying it forward.
Finding a taste of Cuba isn't hard in Miami, but Royd is serving up food with a side of his family values to the community. For Raider Vision, I'm Olivia Sartor reporting.
Thanks, Olivia. That story is incredible.
Absolutely, Dom. It's amazing how a reminder of food can carry history, memory, and connection across generations. Now, let's look at this week's announcements.
To start us off, senior stomp practices will be held in office hours on October 9th, 14th, 16th, 21st, and the 23rd in the upper school dance room.
Seniors, please be reminded to submit your community service hours to Mrs. Lee. Also, EDGE students should forward their forms to Mrs. Sullivan.
That's it for announcements, Raiders. Now back to Hendrix for a broader look at this week's weather.
Thanks, Dom. This is certainly going to be a week to hit the beach. Starting off today, we're topping at around 89 degrees and only have a 35% chance of rain. With some winds out of the northwest at about 80 degrees, we're looking at a slight breeze in the heat and humidity. Looking further in the week, temperatures will stay in the mid-80s with chances of rain and heavy sunlight until the weekend where we'll see some clouds moving in. Now, if you're looking for a break in the sun to enjoy a cool day out, you're going to want to make plans on Friday afternoon through Sunday evening, as the clouds will provide some shade throughout this period, and hopefully without any precipitation. Now, rain may still occur as we do live in Florida after all, so keep those umbrellas handy. That's all for me. After the break, Ava brings us back to campus, where we meet a new face who has joined Gulliver to help guide students through a critical part of the college application process. Stay tuned.
This game of football is not easy. Excuses exist all around us, but on this field, there are no excuses. Circumstance will not change our stance, because today we have a chance to fight hard and bleed a while as a unit and as a team. And now it begins.
Coming closer to home, new beginnings are shown here at Gulliver. Although it's the seniors' last year, new additions have taken place.
That's right. Let's dive into the counselor who's taking one essay at a time. Take it away, Ava.
A new school year means new beginnings. And this year, someone new is stepping onto campus, ready to help students write their way to a brighter future.
Your first boyfriend?
Since COVID, a lot of schools weren't required to take SATs or SAT scores. And then all of a sudden they're like, if we're not doing that, then what are we going to judge the student on? So all of a sudden they saw the college essay as an opportunity to kind of lean into it a little bit more.
David Tran is one of the new members of the Gulliver faculty in a brand new position that is dedicated to assisting students with the college essay. And while his job is not fully defined, there are high hopes of what this can do for the student body.
Mr. Tran is going to be supporting the college counseling team and doing is to ensure that students have more opportunities.
And to most, this is so much more than just an essay.
Your voice, the essay is the most important thing. And if you can't really get to show who you are through that essay, you can't get anywhere.
What I'm trying to do is like everything you do is important. It doesn't matter if you like shampoo or if you're boxing or if whatever it is that makes you unique. That is important because you love it. I think that a lot of students have been telling me, it's like, I haven't gone through such a big life. I haven't seen an incredible amount of change. I have privilege. My life is boring. There's nothing that's important about me.
But Mr. Tran is hoping to show that all stories are worth telling.
It's about your narrative. How do you see it? What are the things that you consider important? And how does that help shape who you are? Because everything else doesn't really inform us in regards to your character, your passions, or your quirks. This isn't about writing. It's about storytelling. What is your story? Don't tell me your entire story. Just tell me the story that you care about.
And hopefully, the lessons that are learned will add to a new page to his students' narratives.
Any student that works with him can say, I feel confident that I'm a writer. And that's the biggest, most important takeaway.
I'm hoping that they remember these lessons. I hope they remember conversations. Sometimes there's 2 or 3 conversations we've had. Sometimes there's 5 or 6 conversations. but I hope they kind of take those to heart and see what they do with it.
Writing a college essay is never easy, but with the help of a new voice, students are more ready than ever for the next chapter. For Raider Vision, I'm Ava Nolman reporting.
It's clear that having that kind of support can make all the difference during such a big transition.
Absolutely, and with someone so dedicated to helping each student tell their story, those college essays become a little less overwhelming.
Well, that brings us to the end of this week's RaiderRise.
Thanks for spending your morning with us.
From headlines around the world to milestones here at Gulliver, we hope you leave today a little more inspired.
We'll be back next week with more stories, more moments, and more reasons to rise.
Keep
rising,
rising,
Raiders.
Raiders.